Hi, I'm Brady.
And I'm Meg, and we're the Sellets coming to you from New Jersey for Together But Apart.
Hey, Braid.
Hey, Meg. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm really excited to be sharing with folks some of the things that we've been doing during quarantine and just chat and sort of reflect on this time in our lives. So I know one of the things that we've been sort of reflecting on more recently is the fact that if we were in a single family home versus the walkable community that we're in now, um, things would be very different for us during quarantine, and perhaps we would feel more isolated, as some folks have expressed, than we actually do. Right now, I think we're really connected to our neighbors. We have a strip mall right in front of our house, so we're able to access the grocery store, a number of restaurants, and most importantly, for those pumpkin spice lattes, Dunkin' Donuts. So there are those connections still to our local businesses, as well as to our community. We have a number of amenities in our community which just allow us to keep active pretty much without even trying. Some of these things include walking trails, there's a dog park for Dublin.
There's a bunch of grills for people to congregate, in a socially distanced atmosphere, and still kind of be together and have dinners and things and grill out. So that's always nice.
Yeah, you bring up a good point in terms of the social distancing. We certainly live in a community where um, that social distancing is possible. Maybe it's more of like physical distancing, right? And we want to still remain connected to those in our community, and we're able to do that just really quite well. There's so many times when we're sitting by the lake and people just will give us a wave, or we'll see people walking around the community, and really just to endure this quarantine has been a shared effort by everybody.
Very true.
I know that I have been working from home since March. So just having the ability to go outside during what would be a typical lunch break and take a breather at the lake is much more calming than um, typically what it would be like to eat lunch in my office during the day or something like that. So I have found a new appreciation for um, the community and the sense of uh, flexibility, freedom, and autonomy that we have um, in living here.
And we go to the lake and there's turtles that have congregated at the lake. So we always check out the turtles, see how many turtles we can find at the lake and what kind of different wildlife and just birds and things like that. It's just down by the lake. So that's been a really fun thing to do.
Yeah, I think kind of like appreciating our surroundings. Whereas before the quarantine, I know I would rush out of the house in the morning, and you would make sure I had my lunch and everything to go before I um, run to the bus. But there wasn't really that time to sort of sit back and appreciate nature. So like you talk about the turtles, folks in our neighborhood call it turtle TV because everybody's really invested. Um, I guess it might sound kind of silly, but everybody's really invested in this turtle family and what they're doing and how many of them are out at any given point in time. So it's kind of cool to see the neighborhood come together, just over the simple things.
Mhm.
Eh,
Just appreciate life in general.
Yeah, I think, it's so easy to say, oh, it's so slow, time is dragging on. I know I've found just the opposite. Like, time for us is flying.
Meg.
We're finding those ways, informally and formally, to stay active. We have a couple of walks and 5Ks that we've registered for, which is really cool because we wouldn't normally have the opportunity to participate in some of these activities if it weren't that they were being offered virtually.